What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pace Studio here in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. We are broadcasting live, as always, from the Manhattan Center here on 34th Street, and we are welcoming Field Report to the studio today. What's going on, guys?
Hey, Matt, how are you? Hey.
Good to have you here at Pace. Welcome, of course.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, man. You guys got a new record on the way out. It's coming out next month, March 23rd. It's called Summertime Songs.
Yes.
Sounds appropriate because it's still freezing cold outside.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to these, in particular today.
It's kind of our slightly twisted take on summertime music.
Really?
A little bit.
All right. Well, we're going to hear, I think so. We're going to do a bunch of songs today, and they're all from the new record, which is great.
Yeah.
So let's start it off with a song. Tell me a little bit about what we're going to open up with.
We're going to kick off with the second tune that we've released so far from this record called If I Knew. Yeah, man. I used to party. And me and a buddy used to get into some trouble. And then I got into less trouble, and he got into more trouble. And that's kind of what this is about.
It's like a zero-sum game of trouble.
That's right, yeah. Yep, there's only enough for so many baskets. When we lit up and left, how the smoke, it must have bloomed. Billowed to the clouds and back, white, gray, and black, while the morning dew. How we done it now depends on who we're lying to. We ate the fruit, learned the truth, spit the pits in the corner of the room. If I knew what I know, so far yet to go. If I knew what I know, so far yet to go. You were bouncing off the guardrail, shouting at the wind. We were off our meds, drinking again. We played them like a stolen violin. I knew my outlines and my ends. Now I waited for something to kick in. They could not understand. They were embarrassed by sincerity back then. If I knew what I know, so far yet to go. If I knew what I know, so far yet to go. In a flash I was wearing every one of your brand new tattoos. I took off my shirt like East Moline and read upside down what you've been up to. Then a car crashed through the wall, and there you were in the room. And the blood-red blood bled out to your outlines in a colored hue. Close enough to cough on, your breath smelled like creme de menthe. Headstones, dial tones, you said, hey fucker, where you been? If I knew what I know, so far yet to go. If I knew
Thank you, guys. Yeah, so tell me about this the new record a little bit. It's been a little bit since the last one. Marigold came out in 2014, is that right?
That's right.
So here are some summertime songs. Are these songs you actually wrote up in Wisconsin in the gorgeous summertime weather, or actually more in sort of the -4 January
No,
thinking
man,
about
this
summertime?
record was a product of the environment, which was a beautiful Wisconsin summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it, wrote it and made it May to October, so it was right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of our busted wintry take on summer music.
Yeah. How so? What is it that sort of gives that perspective? I mean, a lot of people, summertime songs has a certain kind of radio, wind in your hair, convertible kind of sense. What is it to you?
There's some moments of that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's okay to write sad songs that feel good.
Yeah. And these is that essentially what you have done?
I think that's what this record is, yeah. I mean, the narrative on the record is sort of, it's from multiple points of view, various states of relationships ending or changing.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's to a nice up-tempo, elbow at the window, drivable groove.
Yeah, cool. I've asked this question of some musicians before who are from Florida or Vermont or places that have very sort of severe swings in weather. When you're sitting in Wisconsin in July, do you write different songs than when you're sitting in Wisconsin in January?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, and I think that's actually a big benefit to having a climate that changes. And you get into the rhythm of it too, but it changes your sort of emotional framework quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would argue that the first Field Report record is a very wintry record, and it was made in the winter. And I think Marigold in the second one, it's kind of got a fall feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is sort of our version of bright colors and, windows down. And you could even play it at a party if you wanted to.
Let's not go crazy.
It'd be a weird party. I don't know if I don't think I'd want to be at that party.
You in particular might not want to be at that party, but the rest of us I think would have a great time.
Yeah, well, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, thank you. I'll try. So we're going to do a few more from Summertime Songs. Tell me a little bit about this next one.
We're going to do the first single off of this record, which is called Never Look Back. It's a bit of it's sort of a self-preservation anthem. It's when you're in sort of a bad spot and you've been there willingly, and then it's finally hits you, oh, I got to go. I got to get out of here.
Cool.
If one of us is the ocean, one of us is the moon. Haven't found the pattern yet, figured who's been put
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that song just came out, I think, last week. Yeah, was that the first? Somewhere around.
A couple of weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago?
Yeah. But it's pretty fresh.
I heard that one, and I'd been thinking about Marigolden, the last record I heard from you guys, and immediately it sounded like there was a wider sound maybe on this record. I haven't heard the whole thing yet. I've only heard the first two singles.
Yeah.
But Marigolden was a kind of an austere record, and it seemed right off the bat, just from the first strums of Never Look Back, that this was a little bit of a fuller, wider, lusher sound. Were you going for that on this one?
Yeah, I think intentionally and subconsciously. We just had more time to make this one. We did it on our own. We did it on our own time, and this is just what happened.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty collaborative, sort of from the get-go, rather than coming with fully formed folk songs and needing people to dress them up. I think we all kind of got in a few levels earlier, and got to bounce energy off of each other rather than just respond to one energy source.
Yeah, cool.
So I think that made for just a bigger, fuller thing. And everybody's got skill sets that are different from one another's, and together we sort of Voltroned into this bigger record.
Yeah. It sounds a little Voltron-like,
Yeah.
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 Not
Which
really,
color tiger are you?
Yeah.
Are they tigers?
Yeah. You're missing 2 cats, though, I think. I think Voltron was 6. Anyway, let's not
Were
go
there
down
6
that.
cats?
That's what I remember. I don't know. Let's not go down that road, because we'll be there forever looking up Voltron. So, what was I going to say about the record? So, when you have that amount of time to make a record, I often wonder, can it sometimes almost work against you in a way when you have a lot of time? There's so many options now electronically to do things. When you have as much time as you need, you get to spread out. Can you almost hit a wall with too much stuff to do?
Yes, you absolutely can. We were pretty intentional about knowing when we wanted to have the vault closed on gathering any new things. And we were making a bunch of choices along the way, sort of capital C choices that put a stake in the ground, and then your chain can only pivot so far from that.
Yeah.
So we weren't just a bunch of wild dogs running around. We were doing it with intention, and intentionally with discovery, but also with intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we're going to do a couple more from Summertime Songs.
Yeah.
These are all new songs from the new record coming out in March. Tell me a little bit about this next one.
We're going to do a tune called Blind Spot. It's kind of a poppy number, which coming from sort of the bedroom strummer, folk singer, whatever, just feels really good to flex and discover, too, that, oh, yeah, I don't need to live in a certain thing. I don't need to hide under some umbrella or some strange, sad blanket. Sometimes it can be a really fun pink windbreaker that's also sad.
Right. Yeah, we which is what you showed up in, I should tell everybody. This is just your stage garb.
Yeah, no, they at Paste here they have sort of a standard issue denim jacket thing. You come in wearing whatever you're wearing, but then you got to pull off the rack like a denim jacket.
That's right. I'm sorry we made you take off the pink windbreakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is live, folks. This is live. What's our BPM on this? Does it matter? Fun. Are we 84 or so?
They're all fun pedals.
Maybe that's why the record sounds fun. I woke up blacked out in a snowstorm with an airbag burn on my cheek. Check the wreckage, walk away, okay. I'm gonna change. I'm swearing to and plowing through the trees, but you were in my blind spot. You were in my blind spot. You were in my blind
Thank you, guys.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I was wondering if that 12 string was just for decoration, but I'm glad it's coming out.
Yeah. No. This is living here at the studio.
It is. Yeah. No,
guess,
that's one of our interns.
Yeah. The beautiful people at D'Angelico just are down the street. Right
That's
around
right.
the
They're
corner.
right over on in Midtown, right here, just about 6 blocks down, with a room full of gorgeous guitars.
Well, I'm glad that they're one short. This thing is really nice.
Yeah,
And
they're actually more short than that. We have some stashed all around here.
It's beautiful.
I don't know if they know that.
Hopefully they're not watching.
Yeah. I was gonna say that, but then I thought maybe
Yeah.
they probably are watching.
I'm sure they
Everybody is watching.
Who isn't?
Who is not watching is the question.
I
That's
don't
right.
even want to know those people.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but so the presence of this guitar inspired the choice of our final song. Maybe I should tune it. Do you want to talk about anything?
The intricacies of tuning a 12-string guitar. We could be here a while.
Yeah.
You know what
Why
I
don't you
was?
just start reading something?
Yeah. I'll just start I'll Google something random and just start reading it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about lyrics. That's the one thing we haven't really talked about. It's something that I know is sort of an integral part of the Field Report, catalog, and something that is a big part of all these songs. And do the songs start with the words, or do they start with the music? Is it either or, whichever sort of happens first? Where do the ideas kind of take root?
Historically, they've started with the words.
Yeah.
This is the first record where some of the music inspired some of the words. And it's fun to sort of flip that switch and go backwards sometimes.
Yeah.
Basically, what I learned on this record is that any preconceived notions that I've had about my own work are just excuses. There are no rules. You show up, do work until something good happens, and then if you get energy from that, follow that. It's all about following the energy. And if it gets me buzzing, and if it gets us buzzing, then chances are it'll get somebody who's listening to us buzzing.
Yeah. And so on this record, was there anything, there is, the title sort of gives away a certain kind of a through line or a spine to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you often put yourself in a kind of a context and try to write within it, or what comes out comes out?
I try to be sensitive to the environment that I'm in and then determine who is telling that story. It'll usually start off with me, but a lot of times, and on this record in particular, it turned into somebody else's voice was better suited to tell that story.
All right.
And so it's a character that I try to inhabit and occupy. Yeah. I was going to tell you something.
I was going to tell you something.
Oh, go first.
Now, I can't remember what mine is either.
This is the peril of live streaming.
That's right. We are live. Should we remind everyone? Yeah.
Can we
Live entertainment. I know.
You have to just fix it in marketing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we have a robust marketing department. We're going to edit all this down to about 30 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's where we live the best.
That's right. We're going to take about
We're
10
our best
seconds.
selves for
10
30
seconds from each song.
Yeah.
We're going to mash them together into one song
Yeah.
and just say this is Field Report.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
I love it.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're going to do a tune. It's called 60-Second Distance Run. Should I start it? Or why don't you start it?
I the only one? 'Cause all the ones I seem to love scan the sky with hawk's eyes, find something they gotta keep, they find something to get startled by. Gonna teach my wings to work again on a 60-second distance run. Everyone holds me close. They're starting fires that block the sun. 'Cause I the only one? Was I the only one? How is it that the busiest streets, usually the quietest space, and that quiet corner place, it always kept us awake? I've been trying every angle, I've been searching through the videotape without a 60-second distance run. Could anyone have seen the change? Anyone have seen the change?
Guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
That's a beautiful song. I love the atmosphere
Thank you.
of that. And the Roland sounds kind of amazing.
Yeah,
and all
it's
this.
fun
yeah.
doing these
Do
things.
you guys play often with the pads?
This is actually I've used it with these guys a little bit, but this is my first time ever doing it with any of these songs as just the drum set.
Yeah.
normally
It's
it fits in.
No,
with the
it's
full
with the
kit.
kit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's a pretty
thanks,
different
live
setup.
audience, for bearing with me.
Yeah.
We're just
Oh,
out
there.
here doing something honest, you know.
No bearing necessary. Yeah, it sounded great.
Quick point of interest. This is Devin Drobka. This is Barry Clark. This is Tom Winsek.
Thank you, guys. They are Field Report.
Report.
And so the new album is called Summertime Songs, coming out March 23rd. You can hear a couple of singles right now. One is Never Look Back. The other one is called If I Knew. We heard both of those songs today.
Yes, we did.
And on tour, as always, fieldreportmusic.com is where you can find dates and a lot of that music. I know there's a show coming up here. You're going to be back in the city in a couple months, April 3rd at Mercury Lounge.
Yep.
Next thing coming up, I think there's a show up in Wisconsin with your old bandmate Justin Vernon for the 10th anniversary of For Emma Forever Ago, the now aptly titled For Emma Forever Ago.
Yeah, right.
We are all significantly older than we used to be.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. So that should be an amazing show.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
But can't wait to see you guys back here in the city. Mercury Lounge, April 3rd. It's a lot of circling around you guys are doing.
Yeah, we've been kind of on the ground for a bit, and now things are starting to move again.
Yeah.
It feels good to move.
Yeah, cool. So everyone, check out Summertime Songs when it is out. In the meantime, go to fieldreportmusic.com. Listen to these singles. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Coming to the Pace Studio and playing for us today here at the Manhattan Center. And, you know, I always say, please come back again, play anytime. And I see right here, you're back in April. So maybe we'll have to snag you again.
Hey, yeah, we could do 4 other songs.
4 other songs. Yeah, wintertime songs maybe.
Off of summertime songs.
Off of summertime songs.
Because we're
Right.
not going to put out the wintertime record yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll work it out. We'll work it out.
We'll talk after.
We'll
this.
talk
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
Once
All
we're
right.
in the stream, we'll figure it out.
Once we're not live anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.